Hello, I'm James Duddleson, and you're either streaming or listening to Dad at 65.com. You can always email me at james@dad@65.com. And if you register, you can download my new ebook, Stop Hating Being a Parent. And it's free. All you have to do is register. Then we send you a link, you download it, you get to read the ebook. And also for Christmas, my new book is coming out, Unlocking the Secrets to Successful Parenting, an easy guide for raising confident and happy and successful children. That should be available in December on Amazon or wherever fine books and bad books are sold. Um, Please buy it. I like it. Um, when I mentioned my email, I love receiving email. That's james at data65.com. And I've been getting a lot of emails. And one of the emails I got was interesting. Do we have it? Of course not. Of course not. I'll have to paraphrase the email. It was about you always mention how you're a single father and you do everything for your child. What about single mothers, working mothers? And first of all, I'm not a single father. Yes, I take care of Aaron because that's my choice. His mother works. She's works in the hospital. She's an RN, and all those other initials would go with the people who work in the hospital. I never question it. You know, Z, T, PhD, whatever. So she's kind of busy, and I decided that I wanted to stay home and be a stay-at-home parent. So it's not that she's not around. She is around. She helps him tremendously. But for the day to day, I like to get him up, make him breakfast, take him to lunch, take him to school, pick him up from school, work on homework, take him to soccer, take him to coding, baseball, whatever he has to do. So I was thinking maybe we should have a single mother, a working mother, as a guest on the show. And I happen to know one. Yes, yes, yes. A terrific woman who's a single parent, who's got a son who I know very well because he's good friends with my son, Aaron. And his name is Luke. And she is the perfect, I don't know how you say perfect mom. I don't know if you can call a woman a perfect mother, but she's always there for every kid. I mean, if I've got a problem, I got to drop Aaron off some time because I have to go to a meeting. Sometimes I do work. I just call Kelly, and she's always there, and that's wonderful. And she works full time. I mean, I don't know, understand how this woman does it. So she's going to be our guest today. Is Kelly Bogle. She's a top real estate broker in Nevada, and she's going to tell us how she does this because I don't know. I don't understand it. I know how hard it is for me. I was waiting for Aaron to come in, but Aaron's not here. So why don't we go to Kelly? This is James Ellison, and you're either streaming or watching, listening, or doing something with Dad at 65. Remember, you can email me at james@dad@65. I love all your emails, and I read every single email. Last week we got a ton, a ton. Ton is 2,000. That's right, we got 2,000 emails. No, we didn't. We got three, and I read them. That's all you need to know. You want to know about our upcoming shows, our past shows? Please go to our website and register, dad@65.com. You can see our blogs, read all that useless information that we put up there. And let me tell you something, it's a lot of work putting up useless information. So please go to the website and check it out. Today, we have a very special guest. I say that at every show, but every guest who comes on the show, because they're brave enough to come on the show, is a special guest. It's Kelly Bogle, who's right here next to me.
Hello.
Kelly is one of the top real estate brokers, agents in Las Vegas, and she's a single mother. And a lot of times when you say, oh, a single mom is so important in growing with the kids. Did I say growing? Or nurturing a child. I mean, a lot of families, two families, there's just a father, there's just a mother, or there's mother and a father. But let me tell you something. Growing up, I had two parents, and it was great. But I'll tell you something, when I look back, I see all the things that my mother did to me. Not that my father was irrelevant, not at all. But we don't appreciate what a mother does for us and why we're better fathers because of a mother. And being a single mother, it's really hard. Would you agree? I don't want to talk for you because I'm not a single mother, but
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I feel like my duties are no different than the duties that you have, but you're doing them with somebody else, right? Because
Exactly.
there's two in the household as opposed to just myself who's trying to juggle multiple things at one time.
well, basically I do it all. Because that's the kind of guy I am. But I got to tell you something about Kelly. I remember when my mom, I got to go back to my mom. She was like the mom everybody loved. Kelly's that mom. Because when I always say to our, kids, you want to come over and play at the house? They say, we'd rather play at Kelly's house. I remember a story when I was sick, well, a year or so ago, and I picked Aaron up from school, and I realized I didn't want to take him to the hospital with me. First person I called was Kelly. She was at the hospital in 15 minutes and took Aaron for me. Unfortunately, she gave him back, which I didn't expect, but that's the kind of person she is. And I can't say anything more how great she is.
Thank you.
You could say something nice about me now.
You're a great father for Aaron.
Yes, you see that? Why don't we just roll that over and over again? He's a great father for Aaron. Okay, so I get up early in the morning. I wake him up and I make him breakfast. I make him lunch. I go over his homework. Yes, I do that.
Right.
I wash the dishes. You see these hands? Well, if you're podcasting this, you can't see them, but if you're streaming, you can see these hands. Let me see your hands. Wait a minute, you don't do dishes.
You're right, my dishwasher does.
I like to do everything by hand because the dishwasher is really hard to use. I really don't understand the technology. I grew up without dishwashers,
I see.
I mean, if I could do laundry today, I'd get one of those scrub brushes, with those things and just scrub it. And
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called.
I don't remember that. Washing board.
Washing board, yes.
Washing board.
You know something? That's the business I should go and bring back washing boards. There's no electricity. It saves
Right.
on water. It's good for the environment.
That's right. Just fill up the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Yeah. Maybe I could train Aaron to do it and bring other people's laundry in. Do you need your laundry done? We could do it.
Possibly.
Possibly.
That would be great.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Being a single mom, how do you do everything, what you do, because I know what you do, and still manage? I know today you've got to pick up Luke from school.
Yes.
And I have to pick up Aaron from school.
Yes.
Where they go to different schools. They used to go to school together.
Right.
How do you, because I can't stand this, manage the car line?
The car line. So Luke finishes school at 3:00, and if you want to be out of the school by 3:10, you need to make sure that you get there about 2:45. 2:30 if you're going to do car line. 2:45 if you're actually going to go and stand and wait outside for him, so that you can just get your number in first and get right out. Yeah, it's a headache. It's absolutely a headache.
See, what I do is I'm usually there a half hour in advance because I'm usually first.
Oh.
But sometimes people just beat me there, and there's people in front of me, and I go, don't they have a life? I know I don't have a life. Okay, but don't they have a life that they could stay in their car line 35 minutes before the kid gets out of school? And what really bothers me is when I'm the first one in the line, Aaron's always one of the last ones coming out. I go, Aaron, I'm there to pick you up. That's when I'm there first.
Yeah.
Then I got to wait another 15 minutes while he comes out.
Yep. And it's always the days that you're in a hurry.
Exactly.
That you get there and you're like, come on, we got to go. We've got swim we have to get to. And you give them your number and you're waiting and you're waiting. You don't see your child. And then you have to give your number again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's typical.
It's, I gotta tell everybody a story. About, I think it was about 7 months ago, I took Aaron and Luke, Kelly's son, to dinner. And I enjoy going out with the boys because I really ignore them. They just talk and do whatever they do, their phones or whatever. And they're kids, so if they're loud, whatever. And I go to pay, and the waitress comes over and she says, listen, the family over there just want to say, congratulate you, what a great father you are. I said, what? She said, how well managed your kids were. And of course, I took credit for both kids, sorry, Kelly. I said, yeah, my boys are really good. I teach them well. So it was a real compliment.
Yeah.
And I don't understand what happened, because once we got in the car, they became animals. I don't understand it.
At least they know how to operate in public.
In public, that's what my mother used to always say. I'm good in public,
right?
but once I get home, forget about
That's
it. It was. I don't know. How do you manage now? You're working?
Mm-hmm.
Homework.
Homework. Yes. So typically what I've been doing is the minute I pick him up from school, he's hungry every single day. So I have to go and get him something to eat, and then we go straight to activities.
One
And
thing I
then
got into, Luke loves to eat.
he does.
Yes.
Yeah, he's always hungry. He eats like a grown man. I feel like I'm constantly feeding him. I mean, his lunchbox is full every single day. So what I do is when he's done with his activities, I stay at wherever we are so he can finish it. So if we're at soccer, he's done with soccer, we sit down at the tables, he's got to finish his homework. So that I'm not losing any time in between. And then it's not like you're getting home super late to sit down and do homework for another 2 hours. So, time management is critical, especially in my situation where I am juggling a child and a full-time job and maintaining a household and giving him the opportunity to do the extracurricular activities as well, which I could be selfish and I could say, hey, look, you go to school, you come home, I'm going to go do my thing. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go out with some friends. I'm going to call you a babysitter, whatever. But I'm so committed to giving him as many opportunities as I can, so I do have him in soccer, and he does do piano, and he does do an extra math class. And he, to keep him as busy as possible, and swimming, of course. So, it's just, you've got to manage your time. And there's days where it's tough, but they're only little for so long.
I know.
It goes by so quick. I mean, I can't even believe that he's 8 already.
I know.
I mean, both of the boys, we've been together since they were 3. We've watched them grow. They've been in school together for so long.
And before long, what I love when I
Yeah.
pick up Aaron from school or at night, I get my hug and my kiss, or in the morning, I've gone through this with my older kids that I'm not going to get that in about 3 to 4 years. It's like, no, Dad.
Yeah.
Maybe I get a quick hug. But,
Right.
And that's it. And I go, well, what happened? What happened? And as I always say to Aaron, I said to my older kids, no matter how big you get, you'll always be my baby. And they go, of course, Daddy. They forgot it. I don't understand. And I instill it every single day. You'll always be my baby. Remember that.
Yeah.
And I guess they forget it. It's
They
just,
just grow up so quick.
I made a comment earlier about how I do everything for Aaron, which I do. But his mother is a terrific mother. Unfortunately, she's a first-line worker, and her work is very, very important. So she's not home as much as she wants to be. Otherwise, she'd be really helping out. I don't want people to think that she just leaves and doesn't come back. Wait a minute, she does leave and doesn't come back. Wait a minute. No, I'm just kidding. But what she does is very important for the city and the state of Nevada. So, should I buy a house now? How's the real estate market? let's get down this. Can I make some money flipping?
Oh, they're coming. They're coming. They're there. Definitely. So it's just a matter of finding the right ones if that's something you're interested in doing.
Because I keep seeing all those shows, flipping and this and that.
Aaron said that's one of your favorites.
That's all I watch is HGTV.
Yeah.
I just love that. I wish I was just creative enough to do some of the work that these people can do. I did change the light bulb.
There you go. There's a start. You got to start somewhere.
But as you
right?
noticed, I got the wrong light bulb. The 2 white, 1 yellow.
It's okay.
I don't know, Any stories you want to share with us about single motherhood? Any recommendations you would make to other mothers?
I always like to say if you're never off, you're never on. So just make sure that you do from time to time take find a way to have some time to yourself to do what you need to do. Go get a mani, a pedi, go get a massage. It's okay to have a break. It is okay to drop your child off and let them stay the night with a friend overnight and not feel like you constantly have to be there 24/7.
I think you're right. Could Aaron stay at your house tonight?
Absolutely. Luke would love it.
Maybe 2 nights?
However long you guys need. He's such a good boy.
I think I just need a month.
There you go.
I think I'd miss him after...
An hour.
No, after 2 or 3 weeks. I would. But you stayed. He spent a lot of time at your house, but he's never slept out. I don't think he's ever slept out.
No.
No. He wants to be home with his mommy and daddy, especially his daddy, of
They're
course.
still little. I think we want them to grow up so quick nowadays. You know
I
what I
don't.
mean? And we forget that they're only 8. It's like, let them take their own time, let them progress. When they're ready to say, I want to stay the night at a friend's, then they'll let you know. They'll be comfortable with it.
See, I always used to do with my older kids, and I do this, Aaron. We called it the daddy test. He gets a test every day, and I hold him in my arms, and I ask him a question like, "Who's the best daddy?" And my hand goes out, and I'm going to zap him and tickle him if he doesn't give you the right answer.
Aw.
And he always gives the right answer. But first, I always start the game by saying, "Here are the rules, Daddy. I know the rules," because he knows he's going to get zapped. And I said, "Okay, wrong answer, zap."
Yeah.
And it's like a routine. And I know in another 3 years he'll go, "What are you doing, Dad?"
Yeah. I know.
Because if I went to my older kids today, I said, "Hey, you want the daddy test?" They go, "What? What?" You know?
They don't even know what you're talking about.
Exactly. It's selective memory. They forgot everything. Do you remember I'm still your dad? Yeah. You remember I drove you to baseball. I drove you to soccer. Oh, yeah. Right. Thanks. And
How quickly they forget.
because the thing is, they grow up and have their own families,
Yeah, true.
and it's. But Aaron's always going to stay with me.
There you go.
When he gets married, he's going to live with me,
Mm-hmm.
and his family. It's going to be great. I figure he's 8. I think he should be settled down by the time he's in 24 years, which will make him 32, right? 24. I'm 74, so I'll be 96.
Perfect.
I think it's going to be the perfect age to have a grandchild, more grandchildren, because I do have grandchildren. Yeah, I look forward to it. See, now that's the thing is I got things to look forward to. But
Yes.
you also, have things to look forward to too. But it's going to be sad when they go off to college. You're going to say, "I've got all this free time. I got free time."
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I sit there and I think, what did I do with all of my time before I had Luke? Because I commit so much of my time to him now. And it's like, wow, I really had a lot more time before I had him. What was I doing?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny how you put it in perspective. And now it's like we'd be lost without them, right? What would we do with our time, later on when they grow up and they don't need us as much anymore?
Yeah.
When they turn 14, 15 or 16,
You're making me sad when they
and
don't
they
need us
start
anymore.
driving, and it's like, oh my gosh, I don't get to drive him to his soccer game anymore. And
They'll be
I
driving
can't even
themselves.
imagine. I know.
I'm looking forward to
And I'll be
Aaron-
driving behind him so I can go and watch.
Yeah. And Aaron will probably be driving me around. "Come on, Dad." Huh? I'll go, "Who are you?" Huh?
Yeah.
But by the way, the holidays are coming up, and I like to everybody could, you got to think about gifts. So I was thinking maybe the perfect gift.
Mm-hmm.
There's a book coming out called "The Unlocking the Secrets of Successful Parenting." I wrote it. I just want you to know that would be the perfect gift. You could get it on Amazon, at fine or bad bookstores, from our website. It should be out for pre-sales, I'm hoping November. I think that would be the perfect gift. And for being a guest on the show, you will get after you buy it, a signed copy.
Perfect. Thank you. I look forward to that.
We just can't give these away.
Yeah.
I want to thank Kelly Bogle for being our guest today.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. And when you leave, just take Aaron with you. And I'll see you everybody next time. Thank you.